It just goes to show you. Can you imagine if LeBron, because Luka is really the only guy that LeBron is truly trusted to have the ball exclusively in his hands.
Yes, sir.
Now, we go back and says, you know what? If LeBron had somebody he trusted and he didn't have to have the rock in his hand, and he can do what he's doing now, spot up, he can get to the high, he can get to the high point, the high pick and roll, or he can whatever. He can slash, he can cut. You see what he's doing at 40.
Oh, yeah.
So imagine LeBron at 25 and 30, and he has a Luka that he doesn't have to worry about sitting him up. He doesn't have to worry about running the offense. Luka can do everything that LeBron does, and LeBron gets to focus on just this.
Yes.
What do you think his numbers would have been? So now he doesn't have to worry about facilitating. Now his assist total might be a little lower because he's not going to have the ball in his hand primarily. That's going to go to Luka.
Right.
But you see scoring and the percentage in which he's shooting. Go back and look at since Luka's arrived. Look at his three-point field goal percentage. Look at his field goal percentage. Look at his point total.
That's crazy.
Everything has increased because you know what? A lot has been taken off of his plate, Ocho. He doesn't have to worry about facilitating for everybody. He doesn't have to worry about all that other stuff. He can just say, hey, Luka, you have that. Let me get like 3 runouts a game.
Right.
Let me get a couple of dives to the baskets. I hit a couple of threes. Hell, that's damn near 20 right there. But it's been unbelievable to watch.
Yeah.
And like I said, I'm old enough to remember a lot of the great players. I saw Magic. I saw Magic in person once. But most of the time, I mean, to see Bird and Magic and Akeem and all these great players, and now the Steph Currys, the KDs, and all that stuff, to see these guys play, LeBron, Kobe, Shaq. I don't think we're going to see somebody else get 50,000, Ocho. I really don't.
50,000 right
and
here.
Plus,
Chad.
Ocho, here's what we're saying.
Yeah.
We're under the assumption, that he stops playing. Who's to say this thing is not going to be 52, 53,000?
Yeah. He can keep going, especially with Luka at the helm now. You know, Luka could take all the pressure off.
Oh, he could easily play another 2-3.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
He could easily play another 2 to 3 years.
Yeah.
The question is, he says keeping his mind sharp because he's been so to that routine. And I don't believe Savannah is putting the pressure on like, hey, baby, you need to come home, blah, blah, blah.
Home. Yeah.
He's like, no. Because you're like, hey, bro, I know what you like when you home. You gonna be moody as hell. So I can see LeBron legitimately, Ocho. I can see him playing another 2 to 3 years.
Absolutely.
And I wouldn't be surprised if that were to happen. But at the level that he's playing at, he's playing at an extremely high level, and it's great to see. Ocho, Kevin Durant and Coach Bud got into it last night. Check this interaction out, Ocho. During the timeout early in the game, Coach Budenholzer grabbed KD's arm in an apparent attempt to pull him in for a conversation. But KD pulled his arm away. Then they engaged in a brief, animated conversation before parting ways. KD spoke about it after the game. Let's take a listen to what KD had to say.
Yeah, that's what usually happens when you don't know the dynamics of a relationship. You know, you catch something on TV, you get a quote, and now you pushing that narrative as if me and Bud don't do that shit all the time. We competitive as two individuals who want to see things done the right way. And sometimes my way ain't the way that Bud want to do it, and vice versa. And he allows me as a player on the team, a veteran on the team, to voice my opinion. If we both didn't care, we would never have stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So, and I'm glad that the win is going to sweep all of that stupid stuff under the rug, because people couldn't wait. Even some people in Phoenix in here couldn't wait to run with that, you know, and say, oh, this is the reason why the team ain't playing well, because of that specific thing. But come on, man. That shows that me and Bud really care about trying to right this ship and trying to win basketball games. So he understands where I'm coming from. I understand exactly where he's coming from. It's just the people on the outside don't know the dynamics of the relationship. So, you know, in order for them to get some attention, they're going to run with stuff like that.
You heard it.
Yeah.
He says, hey, sometimes I see things one way, Bud don't see it that way.
Right.
Sometimes Bud see things one way, I don't see it that way. We had a difference of opinions, and hey, he cares, I care. We trying to get this ship righted. And he's right. I mean, look, make it seem like that's never happened before. I've seen coaches and players, they shove each other and all, yell, curse, all that kind of stuff. It happens. You get two animated, testosterone-driven men that I believe what I'm saying is right. He believes what he's saying is right. Two people can't be right. Maybe, two things can be true. Maybe you're right and maybe he's right. But at that point in time, we don't see it that way. I want you to see my point of view.
Right.
Nah, bro, I need you to see my point of view.
Right.
But I don't know what happened, but I know KD went crazy in the fourth quarter and they was down 23 and they won the game. That's what I do know.
Listen, the funny thing about it with the Suns, listen, when you're losing, everything is magnified. When you're losing the way they are, even though they won that specific game, everything is magnified. Unless you played organized sports in a structured environment, you'll never understand that dynamic. You'll never understand it. That goes on all the time, especially when it comes to a player of that magnitude that's great and you have a coach and the coach wants to see you do your best, or if you're not playing to your full potential, they're going to get on you just like that.
Yep.
That happens not just at the elite level with NBA players, NFL players. It starts even when you're young. The problem that you got to worry about is when you have a coach that cares about you and he stops talking to you and he doesn't try to correct you. He's not on your head and trying to get you to do things the right way. That means he doesn't care. So when I see, as a former athlete, stuff like that happen, it resonates with me because I've been in that situation before with Hugh Jackson getting on me on the sideline. Of course, because I'm trying my hardest. Hey, I fire back. You know, I talk back a little bit. But you know, Hugh, man, Hugh would grab me by the neck. Man, don't play at me.
Yeah.
Not today.
Hugh from Compton.
Hey, Hugh don't play. You know,
man, you a damn fool. Hugh good people, but Hugh good people. I like you. But you know what, Ocho, you're right. You're absolutely right with a lot of times, like, you know, in the heat of the battle, you forget. Like, man, I shouldn't do this in front of all these people because there's 70,000 to 80,000 people watching and there's cameras everywhere.
You forget sometimes, though.
You do forget. You absolutely forget. I always try to be mindful, you know, hey, let's get this behind closed door. I'm just going to give you a look.
You mean like that look you gave me when you thought I was late on first date? Like that?
Hey, nah, that was like coaches, like, hey, bro, look here. I won't allow you to say anything to me Mary Porter didn't say.
Right.
Mary Porter ain't never called me no mofo. She ain't never called me no SOB. So now if you think you can call me that, now you know what? I'm going to take this uniform off. I'm going to whip your ass because I know I ain't going to be here. But all that stupid, you know what? I don't play that. Nah, give me that. Because, nah. I don't play like that, Ocho. I don't. So I had a great understanding. Hey, bro, come on now.
Right.
I ain't your kid. I got kids. You got kids. I got kids. You just can't talk to me any kind of way.
Yeah, you got to do it the right way.
Trust me. Tell me what I did wrong. I'm not going to make that same mistake twice. But you're not finna call me dumb, you know, you stupid. No. I can't get that like that. I ain't finna hold you. Y'all can talk about sensitive all you want to, but I'm big. I'm huge on respect.
Respect, yeah.
Man, I give it to everybody. I believe every man or woman deserves a certain level of respect.
Yeah.
Now, when that level of respect dissipates, it's best that you and I go our separate ways. That's okay. And then sometimes, Ocho, like when you're on a team, you ain't gonna get along with everybody.
Yeah.
Hey, you do your thing, I'm gonna do my thing on this field. What? Hey, when the whistle blows, time to go our certain ways.
Yeah.
Walk about the locker room, hey.
Like I don't even know you.
There it is.
There
it is.
Yeah.
There it is. All this, man, you ain't, bro, he was a teammate. You not buddy with everybody that's on your team. No. You buddy with everybody in your work office? Y'all go out to lunch and do happy hour, go to each other's crib? No. Some guys are close like that, Ocho. They are.
Yeah.
Some guys not. This ain't college Well, you see it, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to pass the guy in the hallway go into class, or he might be in the same class. Bro, a lot of these guys, they got families, they got kids, and y'all, we on different wavelengths, and that's okay. We just trying to do the same. When we at work, hopefully we got the same goal, Ocho, to try to win as many games we possibly can.
That's it.
Once you go home,
done deal.
Yeah, but I'm not making too much out of it. With the KD interaction that's happened. Yeah. Like I said, I've seen coaches and players. Man, I see I was college. I seen basketball player beat the basketball coach so down we had to go pull him up off it. I ain't put you, Ocho. When I say he beat him down, Ocho. When I say he beat him down,
right? He must have said something slick, huh?
I don't know what he said. And because I'm looking at the bathroom window and I see them arguing. I'm right. Because I ain't never seen. Look, Ocho, I've seen players and coaches argue in that setting.
Yeah.
On the football field, on the basketball. Okay, that's one thing. But bro, we not in that environment. We're not on the football field. We're not on the basketball court.
Right.
And you argue with me like we just two ninjas in the street.
Right.
So I like, well, damn. I said, man, let me go on down there for something pop off. So I go down there. I'm just, it ain't got nothing to do with me, so I really shouldn't be. The next thing I know, whoop, wop, 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 wop. Ocho, I'm like, okay, you probably asked for it because, first of all, you don't live on campus.
Right.
For you to bring your ass back on campus after practice is over to come back up here in front of this man, you probably was getting what you deserved.
Uh-huh.
Where I intervened when he started kicking and putting feet on him.
Oh,
I said, no, I can't let you do that.
Yeah, you got to go get him.
I had to get him up off it. And they're like, bro, now and look here, I was, coach, go ahead on now. Cause if I turn this man loose after I done got him up off you,
that's on you.
That's on you now.
Round two.
Hey, I said, I called my other. I said, hey, man, get coach up out of here. Ocho, when I say he whipped him.
Yeah. Hold on. So if that was the coach that the player was part of the team?
Yes.
Hold on. Was the player allowed to remain on the team after that?
Yeah.
Oh, he
played a couple of. I think he ended up leaving on his own, but he didn't kick him off.
Oh, that must have been
if I'm not mistaken, I think it was the coach's fault.
Okay, so he must have been a star player.
He wasn't a star player, but he was a good player. He was a decent player.
Okay.
But my thing is, if I'm a coach, here's the thing.
Yeah.
If you let a puppy lick you in the mouth, you better be careful, because he's gonna grow up to be a dog and he'll bite you.
Man, boy.
When you
Hold on. Boy, that was a good one there, bro. Boy, I don't go nowhere without it now.
Yeah.
If you
let a puppy lick you in the mouth, he'll grow up and bite you when he become a dog. See, if you put yourself on that level, see, the problem that the coach had is that he put himself on that level to be with the player. So the player no longer looked at him as the coach.
Right. Ooh,
he looked at him as like another player.
Let a puppy lick you in the mouth. Ooh,
and a good one, boy. So that's Ocho. That's why with kids, you stay up here, Ocho. You don't say, "Oh, that's my friend. Oh, that's my best friend." Me and my daughter, me and my son, we like best friends. Ain't no, we not. No, we not. I tear your ass up. Yo. Jeanie Buss says Anthony Davis wasn't happy. We have lost the last 3 years in a row to the Denver Nuggets in the playoffs, and we really didn't have anything that was going to look different going into the playoffs again. Anthony Davis was complaining about where he's being played, and he wasn't happy. So I think this was a positive for both teams. They got what they were looking for, and we got what we were looking for. Ocho?
Yeah.
Do you believe that was fair for Jeanie to say?
I mean, no. I mean, well, kind of to give him a reason.
Remember, so you like for people to be honest. You like for people to speak the truth. That's what you saying.
I like for him to be honest. And that was very transparent. That's why the deal was made. Listen, AD wasn't happy. Obviously, he didn't show any type of emotion. He didn't show that any signs of him being unhappy, especially on the court. He went out there and did what he was supposed to do. But if you're not happy and you keep things behind closed doors internally, this is what you get. They give you your wish. Now you got your wish. Just so happened that Luka became available, and it worked in the Lakers' favor. Okay, you not happy?
Look,
we're gonna do your solid, young bull. We're gonna see you over to Dallas, and Luka gonna come over here, and both parties are happy.
Look,
I'm sure he's happy now. Well, outside of being injured,
me, and I'm trying to be like, AD wasn't asking you to go get him Joel Embiid and Nikola Jokic.
Yes, sir.
Just give him an able-bodied person,
right?
So he can slide to the 4,
a little big,
and then the last 5 minutes of the game, I'll play the 5.
Okay. You don't like being down
at the 5. If you look at AD's best years, he had it with Boogie.
Yeah.
Boogie was at the 5.
Yeah.
AD was at the 4.
Hey, Boogie was
if you go back and look at JaVale McGee at the 5, Dwight Howard at the 5, AD at the 4. But when it came down to crunch time, AD slid to the 5, and a lot of times LeBron was the 4 man, but he played the point. That was Ocho. But here's the kicker, Ocho. In order for this deal to get consummated, AD had to waive his no trade clause.
Yeah. Yeah.
Everything Jeanie Buss said could be true.
Yes, sir.
But considering the man could have held this thing up, and Nico probably takes this deal to somebody else, just keep that behind closed doors.
Oh, okay. Well, listen. At this point, this is good. Maybe we get more owners being transparent and being honest and coming out and say, well, this individual wasn't happy, so we granted them exactly what they wanted. And there ain't nothing wrong with that.
It's hard for me. It's hard for me to see a scenario, Ocho, where this wasn't conveyed to them at some point in time in the process.
Ahead of time?
Yes, I'm gonna come when he was at the Pelicans.
Right.
Yes, for sure.
Okay.
For sure. Because if you go back and look at it, they had JaVale McGee and Dwight Howard.
Right.
AD's first year there, they won the championship. And you blow that up?
Mm.
Why would you not? And I get it. I mean, like I said, I don't think AD was asking for, I need a top 5 center. He just needs somebody that can eat up the minutes so he doesn't wear himself down trying to bang with Yoke, trying to bang with Embiid, trying to bang with those big bodies. Let those guys. Now, the last 5 minutes, I got you.
Right.
Don't even worry about it. I got you. The last 5, let me at it. I don't really think that's a bad thing to say. Yeah, he said it on several occasions. His last interview with I don't know if it was Dave McMenamin or Shams, but he said, hey, I would like to have a 5. I think that's all we missing. 5, let me slide to 4. The last 5 minutes of the game. Hey, I got it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just think the thing is for me personally, like I said, everybody's entitled to their opinion. I think with AD being as classy as he was, because he could have held it up and said, I ain't waiving my trade clause. I came to LA. I'm going to stay in LA.
Yeah.
And then now Luka's maybe somewhere else so the trade doesn't happen. Now you get a bona fide superstar for the next 10 years.
Right.
In Luka. So like I said, in some situations, Ocho, it is okay. It is okay for you to just sit on the truth. It doesn't hurt anybody. If she keeps this, Ocho, is anybody harmed if she keeps this? Because the way she says it makes it seem like, well, we were kind of looking to trade AD because he was starting to complain and it started to become an issue.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
I just think a situation like that, just sit on that information. You know it, and that's how you feel.
Right.
Got no problem with that. But it's okay if everything is not brought up. Everything is not mentioned. Because AD's played well. Yeah, he nicked a couple of times. I mean, it ain't no harm in losing to you. Talk about one of the great players. Right. It's gonna all see when it's all said and done. We'll see where Nikola Jokic ranked. But y'all make it seem who the hell y'all think? I mean, the Lakers put somebody out every year. The Celtics were putting people out every year. Yeah. Jordan was putting people every year. When it's all said and done, Jokic gonna be up there. He has 3 MVPs in a 4-year span. He's probably going to finish second this year. Who's to say he doesn't win another one or another 2 or wins another championship? So losing to Nikola Jokic ain't bad.
Right.
That's like Toronto said, man, every year, man, we lost to LeBron. Really? That's what y'all feel bad about? Losing to LeBron every year?
Right.
A lot of people lost to LeBron, or losing to Steph, or losing to one of these other great players over an extended period of time. There is nothing wrong with that. Ocho, Kyrie was helped to the locker room after an apparent leg injury. He stayed in the game and drained 2 free throws before leaving the court. With Kyrie, the question is, Ocho, you want to put that the Mavericks game up? Kyrie playing this kind of, and he has to. AD's out, and you traded Luka. So now, and you're out Lively, and you're without Daniel Gafford. So he's having to log minutes, try to keep them afloat until AD comes back. But you're putting a lot of. He's got to do an awful lot. He's got to facilitate. He's got to score. That's a lot.
But listen, when you think about what he has to do with AD being out, a player like Kyrie of his caliber that can run the offense, that can set things up, that can facilitate, that can get hot on any night, especially when he has to score. When the onus is on him to lead the way, Kyrie can do that. So when you say it's a lot to ask of him to do. Hey, he's the type of player. He's one of the ones that left Cleveland because he wanted to be the head dog, right? Right. So listen, this is your chance. This is the chance to show.
But he's finding out there's a lot more. There's a lot more going into it than being Ocho. There's a lot more going into it than being the lead dog now. Yeah, you're gonna score a bunch of points, but at the end of the day, people are gonna be looking at you like, bro, what's going on? What about that team?
I see where you're going with it.
I mean, he's averaging the 3rd most minutes per game in his career, and he's doing it as he's starting to get older. Normally, the minutes decrease. You play, if you go back and look at Kobe, you look at LeBron, and you look at Jordan, they're playing 39, 40. I think one year LeBron played 42 minutes a night. Jordan was up there. Kobe was up there. But as you start getting 30, now you start coming back, whoa, I need to be around somewhere between 35 and 37. What's he averaging now? He might be averaging 35, 37. 30 minutes, 37? 37, 30, 36 points. That's a lot of minutes. And there's a difference between playing 36 minutes and you got Luka running shotgun with you. Playing 36 minutes and you got AD. 36 minutes and you got KD Harden. 36 minutes and you got LeBron. Because you could be out there on the court for 36 minutes and you can coast. KD gonna get buckets. Harden gonna get me buckets. Luka will get me buckets. LeBron, AD. Bro, when you out there with you got to work. You know, sometimes Ocho, you show up at the job, you just show up, you just there. I ain't doing no work today. I'm talking to everybody. Cause hey, I know everybody else gonna do their job. It ain't like that right now with Kyrie and Dallas. And they're trying to do everything they can to kind of stay in the 6th spot. Don't have to do the play in. They avoid the play. You know, if you're in the 6th spot, you avoid the play in. And so they're hopefully, I'm sure they're hoping they can get AD back at some point in time, probably have him reevaluated in the next 7 to 10 days and see where that goes. But I wish Kyrie a speedy recovery. Hopefully it's nothing serious.
Did he hyperextend it or did he step on somebody's foot and twist his ankle? Which one was it?
See it, Ocho.
Even on the replay, I still couldn't tell. What had happened, but he couldn't put any weight on that foot. It was his right foot to be exact. I'm thinking with them the way they helped him off the court, it wasn't a hyperextension. I think he twisted his ankle a little bit, and I'm not even gonna talk about my.
Oh, he stepped on the guy's ankle and his knee kind of buckled a little bit. That's Valanciunas, I think. And when that Valanciunas he stepped on, he stepped on his foot, and he.
Hey, that's one of the worst things.
Tell me nothing. I know.
You're a hooper. You're a hooper. When you step on somebody's ankle and your eyes are looking up, so you're not ready for it, and the foot is already relaxed too. So you're getting all that, man. Ooh, that's not a feeling.
But hopefully
That's not a
it's nothing
feeling.
major. Hopefully it's just a simple little tweak, couple of days rest, some ice, and Kyrie will be able to come back. Because without Kyrie, they're 32-30 right now. Where are they now? They're 10th. They're in the 10th spot. That's the play. That's the last spot for the play-in.
Yeah.
It's not looking good, which will be even worse for Nico Harris if because at one point they were where they were. I think they were in the 5th or the 6th spot, and now all of a sudden AD comes in, have so much promise, he goes out, and now you slide and you miss the playoffs, and Luka or them are in the playoffs, and they go from 7 to 2.
Yeah. And Nico Harris gonna look crazy after that, huh?
He looking crazy as it is. The Dallas Mavericks raised ticket prices, cite investments. The Dallas Mavericks revealed that they're raising their season ticket price next season. I think about an average of almost 9%, just weeks after dealing Luka to the Lakers. The Mavericks says season tickets will go up by 8.61%, which is about 9%. And the increase is due to ongoing investments in the team and fan engagements. One fan tweeted, 30 days ago, the Dallas Mavericks traded away their homegrown superstar, called him fat, and laughed in the fans' face about it. Today, they decided to almost double the prices of my season tickets from the past couple of years. The new ownership is disgustingly out of touch.
Hold on. Not only are they out of touch, can you give me a better reason? What team, what business actually raises prices mid-season?
No, this for next season.
Well, even they take.
No, we give you a head up, let you say,
like
my granny used to say, boy, save your pennies up so you can get it.
They let you know ahead of time. Okay. I was getting ready to say, but that's slightly disrespectful.
I don't, and look, if they had kept Luka and said we're going to raise ticket prices, I don't think fans would have had nothing bad to say about that decision, Ocho, because it's Luka. Because normally you want to keep your homegrown guys.
Yeah.
Especially if they want to stay. Because a lot of times they get, you see Zion, he wanted to leave. AD wanted to leave. LeBron ended up leaving. KD ended up leaving. Russ left. Harden left. Reggie Jackson. I mean, so forth. And so the list goes on and on about you getting these guys and then them leaving. Luka, from everything that I've read and people that was close to him that knows him, he didn't want to leave Dallas. Right. The fans didn't want him to leave Dallas. Now, if you ask Philly fans, they might not be so disappointed if you trade Joel Embiid, considering his injury history and he's missed as many games as he's played. I don't think the fans was disappointed when they traded Ben Simmons, considering the regression that they had started to see in his play. Luka, we saw no regression. We only saw ascension in his play, and they traded him. And after you trade him, you have the unmitigated gall. You have the audacity to bring your ass in here and talk about you raising prices? No.
And listen, and you know what? You know what also, when Nico Harris makes a move like that, one thing that you can stand on is hoping that whoever you trade for replaces the product that actually left. And it makes the fans forget about the trade based on your production and what you do. But he's been out. And then to say what you say, what's going to happen next year with you raising prices? Well, here, how about y'all fix how about you fix this season first? Fix the product on the court this season, because then we wouldn't have a problem paying for next season if what we wanted and we were getting was on point this year.
Well, ain't no fixing this year. This is your team moving forward. Nah. The question is, how soon does AD comes back, and what's the severity of Kyrie's injury? Because if both is down for a substantial amount of time, this season is over. This season is over. You're not going to be without 4 of your top 6, 7 guys and think you're going to make the playoffs. That ain't happening. They're a good team. They're not that good. No team could overcome being without, say, a Kyrie, AD, a Gafford, a Lively. That ain't happening. So the only thing they can hope and pray that within the next 7 to 10 days, they can come back and they can go on a little run. Because it's not like they got a whole lot of games. It's not 2 months left in the season, Ocho. It's 1 month left in the regular season. And they need to figure this thing out. But it's, bro, when first of all, fans like, we already being pinched. We already being pinched. You see they cutting jobs and inflation and eggs and gas and milk and these prices are rising. The cost of a family is rising. And bro, y'all just traded the person that I wouldn't mind paying $500 a game to come see. Y'all traded him, and now y'all asking me to pay $750.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, hell no.
Hey, you think about look at the landscape of the NBA, and you think about prices on how much tickets cost. There are 2 or 3 players on every team. On every team, I don't care how you look at it, where fans are that put butts in the seats. It's about 2 or 3 players that actually put butts in the seats, regardless of what the price of the tickets are. They make you forget about it. They make you forget about the economy because I know what I'm getting once I go watch these boys play.
And you need superstars because in the NBA, look, it's all about a superstar. That's why the Lakers try to move heaven and earth to try to keep them. And for the longest time, they've always had them. They had, when they was in Minneapolis, they had George Mikan. And then when they come to LA, they had Baylor and they had Jerry West. And then they make the trade, then they get Wilt. And then a couple of years later, they get Kareem. And then they drafted Magic. And they get Bob McAdoo.
Right.
And they draft James Worthy. And then they get Shaq. And then they make the trade for Kobe. And then they get LeBron to come. That's what the Lakers do. You have to have superstars. People want to see superstars, the best of the best. Or what they'll do, you'll sell the building out when those superstars come. So when Steph Curry is coming to your town, it's going to sell out. When LeBron comes, it's going to sell out. When Jordan was in the league, you already knew. Jordan going to be a sellout. Kobe and Shaq going to be a sellout. LeBron then was going to be a sellout. You knew that. Bro, I want to sell out I want my home games to sell out regardless. Because we playing. Not that y'all coming to see somebody else.
Right. Hey, can you imagine what the price of tickets were courtside when Kobe and Shaq were together? Can you imagine what the price? And I know the price is probably extensive now, and I'm sure it's going up since then. But can you imagine what it was?
Especially come playoffs or big game, they play San Antonio or they play. Play, who else was a rival of theirs? Oh, Sacramento was a rival of theirs when they had Chris Webb and they had Jay Will. Right. With the Suns, yeah. But now,
that's crazy.
Boy, Luka first game.
Hey, what you think courtside was, huh? Just matter of fact, when you give me the price of courtside right now for a Lakers game, use an NFL player's number currently right now. Don't tell me the number. Just give me an NFL player jersey number for better context, because I don't want to hear the price because it's gonna make me mad. Don't piss me off.
First of all, they got Luka and LeBron. So the tickets are already going to be high as giraffe hoo-ha to begin with. Now, think about when his first game, he played Dallas. Now it's his old team.
Yeah.
Everybody wanted to see that. So you're probably looking at about, closer you go to center court, the more expensive the tickets. You probably was looking at about 25, probably $20,000 ticket for center court.
Okay. I thought it'd been.
Now you go to the playoffs.
Honestly, I thought it'd been worse than that. Okay.
But
20,000.
But come playoff time, you dealing with the Lakers. Like some tickets, Ocho, you go sit courtside, $1,500, $2,000. That ain't happening in no Laker game.
Nah. And it also depends on the city you go to.
And the food, now you get everything. All the food free. But consider what you pay for that ticket, it should be.
Right. You don't access.
Yeah, because I had season tickets, and you made me miss all my games. Ocho.
Wait, how did that make you miss all your games? You could have just took the games with you.
Because you started Nightcap.
I started Nightcap, but what you could have done is we could have been a part of a consistent routine of going to the Lakers game, sitting courtside. You could have sat there and taught me, the intricacies of the game.
How are we going to sit courtside and we coming on after the game?
What are you talking about? I know Jeanie Buss. She would have gave us a private room in the back. We could have set up our nightcap stuff right there after the game in the stadium. Can you imagine? Nobody's doing nothing like that. But anyway, that's just an idea to throw at you next year.
I gotta save my pennies.
What you saving for?
I don't want to work myself. I don't want to do this for the next 10, 15 years.
I done told you about saving the past 2 years. You talk about flying private
jets. I ain't flying no private jet.
Now all of you flew private, telling me you would. So you ain't fly private. And I told you there's no need to waste that kind of money. You can get to the same place from point A to point B on another airline.
Sometimes you know, because you
told me
I want to enjoy myself.
Let me. Oh, so now you done did a 180. Now it's about saving myself. Money.
So now I gotta save.
I like it. I like you. I like the growth. Now, if we can get the growth in other areas and other facets of your life, we're gonna be all right.
Lamelo Ball is a name to watch on the trade market this summer. Following Luka Doncic's trade, NBA executive around the league has expanded their horizon on which potential stars could next to change teams. The availability of Hornets guard Lamelo Ball is one of the stars several executives who spoke with Hoop Hype will be monitoring on the trade market this summer. Ocho, should teams be interested in trading for Lamelo with his injury history?
Oh, see, you know what? Now that part, now when you say that, it makes everybody pause. It makes everybody think. You take away his injury history. Okay. Let's say you take away his injury history. Let's talk about what Lamelo Ball does and gives you when he's on the court. He's lights out, huh? He's box office. He's one of those individuals, you know what? Well, if the tickets are $800, you know what? I don't mind paying $800 because I know Lamelo Ball is on my team. He's on our team. I know what I get when I'm coming to watch him. I'm going to get my money's worth. Now, once you factor in his injury history and what happens when he's out time to time, you know, now you proceed with caution to the wind. Now, that's the bad thing. But listen, anybody can get hurt. It happens. It's a game of basketball. It's not that much of a violent sport as football, but it's very physical. Injuries are going to happen. Especially, and you know, LaMelo's small, huh?
I mean, he's what, 6'7", 6'8", really thin frame. His ankles are fragile. I mean, he might have to go through that with Steph. Remember, Steph was the same way. Steph stayed injured. That's why he got that little million contract, and then he just was able to stay healthy. That might be a situation. He might need to reach out to Steph. It's like, Steph, man, how did you like these ankle injuries? How did you eventually get over it? Because, man, there ain't nothing to play with. You're talking to a guy that had ankle injuries, and hell, I thought I was going to have to retire at 26. Man, my stuff was bad, Ocho. You talk about step on somebody's ankle?
Yeah.
I could literally step on somebody's ankle, and it would blow up like a cantaloupe.
That big?
And the worst part was doing it on the road, because guess what? I got to get on a plane and fly back home.
You know what happened when you get in there? With that pressure? Swole right up.
You know, I wore those stockings. You know, I put those on both my legs to keep the swelling down because I swole a lot. Those white ones. You know those white ones. You know those nursing stockings?
I know you're talking about. Yeah, okay, yeah.
Man, I had those things on Ocho, man, because, man, look here. I get on that plane, man, my knees and ankles swell up. Man. Because I remember I was in Baltimore my last year, Ocho. I got my knee drained every week.
Oh, wait a minute. Every week? Wait, drain the needle, pull out.
The first time I got both of them drained, Ocho. They got about 130 cc's off both ankles. I mean, both knees.
130 cc's?
Yeah, I know how much
130 cc's is. How did you even practice with that moving around?
That was the thing. They gave me off. I get my knees drained about 3 hours before the game. I would ice it, try to keep the swelling down. Then they would, put hot packs, Ocho, so I get some mobility in there. But I was probably getting 30, 40 cc's drawn a game.
Man, but you know what? Listen, I thank God for being able to play for a long time with no injuries. You know, for as long as I played and as reckless as I played, I got hit really clean one good time. One clean hit in 11, 12 years. Outside of that, everything was basically normal. Like, man, listen to some of
I was a
your
pin
injury,
cushion,
your past.
I get something done. They're like, I don't know, Shaw. I think if I shoot it up, could I be able to play?
Right.
Shoot it up.
And you
shoot it
get
up.
out there and go.
Both shoulders, bad. I separated both shoulders. Man, they put about 3 or 4 shots in. They put 2 shots in this one, 2 shots in that one. Man, I was doing jumping jack.
Wait a minute. How you separate both shoulders?
Rest your soul, Dave Durson. I caught a 7 route.
Safety?
Yeah.
Got to be safety.
He was with the Bears. He won a Super Bowl with the Bears. He was with the Cardinals at the time. So he landed on me. Crack. I hit the ground. Crack. Then he landed on top of me. Crack.
Wait, so you did both shoulders at the same time? Oh, God, me.
Man, I was like this, Ocho. Hey, the whole week, hey, they put that medicine in there.
Yeah, and you was good. Did you
Nah,
wear the harness?
Let me tell you what I did, Ocho. So we played the Raiders, and I'm feeling good too, Ocho. Ooh, I feel good. Right. Man, we ran a toss crack. We had a forced crack, and it was Ronnie. Right. It was Ronnie. It might have been Ronnie. I push up, the corner retreat. Here come the safety.
Right.
Man, I hit that joke. I forgot, Ocho. I forgot. Because normally if you got something hurt, you hit it with the opposite one. Well, both of mine messed up. Side. So I just say, hey. So I just say it is what it is. Wow.
Right.
Ocho, tears just start coming down my face.
Ooh,
boy, that thing. Ocho, I don't know if you ever had that pain, but it feels like electricity go through your body.
Yeah, I know just it's like a pinched nerve. That pinched nerve feeling.
Ocho, I did like this here. I said, Greek, I'm done. Yes.
Oh, you was out after that? You were done?
Man, he knocked all that medicine out them shoulders. Hell yeah, I was done after that, man. So I understand having to deal with injury history. For 2 years straight, I shot up my ankle every week. Sometimes I had to shoot up both of them. Yeah. It gotten so bad, ask anybody that was in there, the skin started to come off my ankles.
From getting it shot up so much?
It had completely discolored. It like I had vitiligo. It was like as dark as I am, and it was just like pure yellow. Pure, I'm talking about like white.
Right. That's funny. People, you talk about stuff like this, and everybody look at the glitz and glamour when it comes to athletes, and then you sit down and you're able to hear stories like this about the sacrifices and the things.
And we do it all over again. As broke down as I am, I do it all over again. I'll take my black ass right back out there. Oh, hell no.
Regrets. Yeah.
Absolutely not.
That's like.
Oh, you look, if you play this game long enough, there are going to be times that you like, man, I don't know how. On Sunday or Monday, Tuesday, I was like, man, I ain't no way in hell I'm gonna be able to play. Greek and Tess would always like, hey, Sharpe, just think positive. Hey, we don't have to play today. If we had to play today, you probably wouldn't be able to go. But let's see how you feel on tomorrow. Let's see how you feel on Thursday. Let's see how they kept that positive. I was like, hey, Sharpe, how you feel? Man, I feel better. I think I might turn the corner.
Right.
You know what I'm saying, Ocho? Because I wanted to play Ocho. Man, I know, look, I ain't got to have no 20 years. I ain't no doctor, no lawyer where I can have a 25, 30-year career. I got a finite period of time.
Right.
I'm going to try to maximize it.
Yeah.
And they let me know all, Shannon, you shooting up, blah, blah, long term. I said, bro, let me worry about that in 30 years. Right now, I need to get out there. I got people depending on me. So I wouldn't. Ocho, LeBron started a bit of a discourse on Friday when he spoke about Ant not striving to be the face of the league. Let's take a listen to what GOAT James had to say.
I don't know. Why do you want to be the face of the league when all the people that that cover our game and talk about our game on a day-to-day basis shit on everybody? have that responsibility. It's just weird. It's weird energy.
I like that. I like it. I like it. But again, are you able to be the face of the league and deal with the scrutiny that comes with on the other side of the media? Can you not care? The word I like to use, and you use this time, can you compartmentalize and separate the two? Still go out there and do what you need to do, despite knowing with being the face of the league, you got to be on 24/7. Are you going to be on 24/7? Absolutely not. You're going to have your nights. You're going to have your nights. You're going to have your nights you off. You're going to have your night. You want your highs to be, you want the percentage of your highs to be much better than your lows.
Yeah, for sure.
Who wants to deal with that though, Unc? You think about it. LeBron is the right person to be able to talk about it because he done had pressure since he came out of high school.
Yes.
He had to deal with it. Times 10, more than anybody I could think of because of the expectations coming out of high school.
But you know what? The thing is, Ocho, is that, look, that's not something a player says, I want to be the face. That we get to determine that. The media get to determine the face of the NBA. The fans get to determine the face of the NBA, not said player. That's not something. LeBron didn't say, I'm the face of the NBA. That's not what Magic, that's not what Jordan, that's not what Bird, that's not what Kobe, that's not what Steph did.
Right.
It's sustained excellence for a period of time, and they won. It's a sustained excellence for a period of time, and you win. Just because you got a couple of highlights, that don't mean you about to be the face of the league.
Nah.
And look, I get it. You know, it's like, well, Jason Tatum and Shea, and it's just hard for me to see a foreign-born player because this is an American sport. It's just hard for me to see Americans getting behind a non-American athlete saying you're the face of our sport.
Right.
But we'll see what happens. But when you look at Ja, you look at Ant, you look at Tatum, and people are like, well, Jason Tatum, I like Jason Tatum. But like people keep saying, well, hold on. Are we sure Jason Tatum is the best player on his own team? Because all I know, Finals MVP went to Jaylen Brown. All I know is Eastern Conference Finals MVP went to Jaylen Brown. So are we certain?
Right.
Because it can be no ambiguity. Kobe couldn't come to face of the league as the second best player on his own team.
Right.
Shaq had to leave in order for him to be that face.
Right.
Hey. Jordan was the best player on his team. Bird was the best player. Magic was the best player. LeBron was the best player. Now, it might have taken 22 years for you to say, you know what? LeBron is the second best player now that he got a guy that's damn near 10 years, 14 years younger than he is. Luka just turned 26 the other day. But, I mean, Zion's got to win. He's got to be on the court. So the guys that we can say as far as American players, Ja, Ant-Man, Zion, Jason Tatum. We'll see.
Hey,
yeah.
Is my camera crooked or am I?
Your camera's crooked.
It is?
Yeah.
Hold on. What about now?
It's still crooked. All you did is move it one way and move it right back.
How come it only do this when I'm on the road?
Look at your headboard. Can't you see your head? Can't you see the closet behind you, how it's tilted?
Whoa.
No, God. You got to look at the camera and see. You don't see it's tilted?
Oh, yeah. It looks like it's like.
Yeah, it is. So what you doing? Yeah, you better. There you go.
Oh, hold on. But listen, it's the tripod that I'm using. I don't know why. It's not even in the center of the camera. It's to the side of the camera. And so once I screw it in, it tilts down. You know what I mean? I'm gonna go get it. Oh, snap. I'm gonna go get a new one tomorrow. I'm gonna get a new stand tomorrow.
Yeah. Damn. Ocho, he elaborated the next morning. Exactly made my point made my point. But anyways, happy this convo has started it. Ain't no face of the game. Ain't no about one person or one show. It's about a culture of basketball, the beautiful game in the most beautiful game in the world.
Right.
Our game has never been better. Incredible young stars from all over the world and some elder ones. Steph Curry should be all we're talking about today. True. Man, dropped 56. We talked about it, Ocho. Let's discuss how great OKC and the Cavs have been this season with two completely different styles and break down why and how they have. Of course, if players don't perform, we need to discuss that too and break that down. Even that can't be discussed in a way that's not bring finality to a player's game, but leave room to see how the player responds, and let's watch the journey of that player. This ain't about me either. At this point, I really don't care what you said about me. It's always something. This is about the impact of negativity it's having on our beautiful game and our fans. I know it speaks a lot about players, but more importantly, a hell of a lot of great fans and truly love and celebrate the sport around the world. Mind the game. What you thinking, Ocho?
Damn, that's it. I'm trying to think.
I mean, you look at. Look, the sports are about stories. What's the story? I mean, Shea. I mean, we're about to have another foreign-born MVP. That's what we're about to have. Whoa. Shea is from Canada. Jokic is 1-3.
Hold on. Shea not from the crib?
Shea's from Canada. Shea from Canada. Jokic is 1-3. Giannis is 1-2. Joel Embiid. So it's been a while since we had an American-born MVP. It's been a while. Look, he's right. The Cavs be getting up threes. Donovan Mitchell didn't play tonight, but they had Ty Jerome come in, played unbelievable. Who else? Somebody else. I was watching the game. I was flipping back and forth.
Right.
But they had to come from behind because they were down damn near the whole game in Portland, and they came back and they ended up winning in overtime. But they've been really good, and they were down the other night against Boston and found a way to win in Boston because Boston has had their number this year, Ocho.
Yeah.
And as I mentioned earlier, Kenny Atkinson has those guys playing really, really well. I don't think he should have lost his job in Brooklyn, but hey, you know, they got guys and they wanted to move in a different direction. And with that level of talent, when your aspirations are championship, and you hire a guy like Steve Nash, hey, they did. But look, if you're the face of anything, too much is given, much is required.
Yeah.
You're going to get a lot of benefits as far as advertising dollars, as sponsorships going to come your way. But you do, heavy is the head that wears the crown.
And that's one of the pros of it now. Let's talk
about
it. Let's talk about the comp.
Yes, DeAndre Hunter, that's the guy. They picked him up from Atlanta. I'm surprised, but Atlanta's like, hey, we're not going anywhere, so hey, let's offload it. DeAndre Hunter can play. He still can, but he should be sixth man of the year because he was balling. He's averaging 20 off the bench.
And then people laughed at me when I said I averaged 28, 12, and 10 off the bench.
Nah, you average 28 seconds off the bench.
No, I'm just saying.
You getting straight the game's out of hand.
No, come on. No, absolutely not. If Brother Hunter could do it, you know, what do you think I would do if that was my game?
Brother Hunter was the most outstanding player in the March Madness.
Yeah.
That's not you. Jamie Foxx defends LeBron's legacy. If he came up with a cure of cancer, they would say, yeah, what about diabetes? 40,000 points, over 20 years of play, carrying this bum-ass league on his shoulders, ungrateful.
No matter what you do, they'll always find a way to down your greatness, no matter who.
Nobody,
no matter who it is.
nobody, Ocho.
Uh-huh.
I've followed this game for an extended period of time, and I go a ways back. Nobody in the history of sports
Has been exempt.
other than Muhammad Ali when he did what he did,
Yes, sir.
had ever caught the vitriol that this man did.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody. Go back and look it up. Nobody has.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody. The man scores 50. They said, well, Kobe would have got 70. Jordan would have got 80.
Mm-hmm.
The man give you a 50-point triple-double.
Mm-hmm.
Against that team. Y'all do realize a lot of these teams were in the league when Kobe played. But y'all do realize Kobe retired, he was 36 and 37? 37?
Yeah.
Y'all remember what he looked like his last 3 years, or we just gonna forget that? Oh, okay. Don't wait. We gonna just forget that. Don't even worry about it, Ocho. We gonna forget that.
Yes, sir.
Do y'all remember about what Jordan looked like in Washington?
Washington.
We just gonna get that. See, they were just finishing up. Now, if they had won a title, everybody would have spoke about the greatness of those two guys. Now they didn't win a title, didn't come close to winning a title. I heard when LeBron first got to LA, he came to be Michael B. Jordan. He came to be a movie star. Now, he's been all NBA since he's been here. He's won a title. He's been the MVP of the finals, and they still won't give him no credit.
Mm-mm.
I ain't got no problem giving people credit. If you play good, I'm gonna say you play good. If you play bad, I'm gonna say that too.
Yeah. You always been fair, but listen.
But that's the luxury. That's the luxury about having your own platform. That's the luxury of being in a situation. Hey, everybody knows how I feel about LeBron, but if he plays bad, I don't have a problem saying that. Same thing with Mahomes. Same thing with Kelsey. But see, I like it because they say I criticize. When I criticize Josh Allen, they say I'm racist. If I criticize Lamar, they say I don't like black. So I'm doing a pretty good job, Ocho. So I'm getting it on both sides. You know, I'm doing it right down the middle there.
You're right. Listen, you're fair. You're fair, and everybody get the same treatment.
That's it. Now, I don't hear anybody said when Lamar was coming out, I say, I don't care what they say. Lamar, don't you take your ass to receiver. Don't do no receiver drills.
Oh, yeah.
Don't do no DB drills. You are a quarterback. Go play quarterback. And then if you can't make it as a quarterback, say, you know what? I can't play quarterback. Let me go head on. I'll go to wide receiver. But I'm not running no drills at no wide receiver because I've been a quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
Even when he struggled, I was supportive. But if he plays bad, and I say, well, Lamar didn't play well today, he's got to do a better job of taking care of the football. Bro, so what am I supposed to say? If Lamar plays bad, I just want y'all to tell me, what am I supposed to say? Because Brady played bad, I said that. When Peyton played bad, I said that. When Romo and Breeze and Dak and whomever else, when they play bad, you looking at it too. The only difference is I get to tell you, says, look, in a situation like this, why would he throw the ball into that coverage? When you know it's this coverage and you know you're supposed to go elsewhere with the ball. I ain't got no axe to grind. I ain't jealous of I had an okay career, Ocho. 7th round draft pick, made it all the way to the high. Pro Bowls, all pro, Super Bowls, all. So why? I'm just trying to figure out, people say you be jealous of what? Y'all make it seem like I was a special teams guy. I did. I started out on special teams, Ocho. Led the team in the tackle. Wish you was on punt return. I had something for you too.
Who?
I bet you can't sit on no branch and turn your head around. You. You. That's who.
Oh.
Well, you scared to catch the punts. You scared to get back there. I ain't even worried about you back there.
Who?
You doing an awful lot of hooing tonight.
You keep forgetting when my first and second season, I was a wedge buster, and you keep talking about me being scared.
I ain't talking about you a wedge buster. You ain't no wedge. You too light to be a wedge buster. You get your neck broke.
You do realize? Okay, listen. I don't want to get off topic, but I was a wedge buster. Ask my teammates. I'm sure you know some of my teammates as a rookie when I came in who the wedge buster was.
Not you.
All right.
Because back then, the wedge was 1,000 pounds. They had 3-man wedges.
I know how much it was.
And you ain't hitting no 3-man. First of all, you ran into Ray at 245 and collapsed like a deck of cards.
Time out. You saw me running the Ray and trip over my shoestring is what you saw.
No, I didn't see that. No, I didn't see that. I did not see that. So I can imagine if you, Chad, y'all think he ran into Ray at 245 and collapsed. You think he gonna run into a 1,000-pound wedge?
You understand physics? The laws of physics? I understand it. I was a math major. I was an econ major, so I understood what angles I need to take on the wedge and to affect what they did, regardless of size.
Ocho, you do realize the wedge back then, you had, I mean, it was like D lineman, an offensive lineman. So you dealing with 330, 340 running.
I was there. You sitting there telling me like I was there. I'm the one running. I'm the one running into it. What do you
pull the tape? I want to see some tape when you busted the wedge.
Sure. Yeah, they'll show you. And Dick LeBeau.
No, I ain't gonna ask him about their tape. Like you tell me, you wanted tape from when I dropped 52 or when I had averaged 30. You wanted tape.
I ain't seen no tape yet.
I want to see tape when you busted the wedge. Now I can pull some tape when you. I can get some tape for you, me on special teams, if you want it.
And I'm gonna have NFL films pull it for you so you can see it.
If you if you want me to pull some tape of me making tackles on special team, on kickoff, on punt, I was a gunner. You want to see me making tackles? I do that, Ocho.
Okay.
I get that for you.
A matter of fact, ask Adelius Thomas about me.
Man,
you
first of all, you wasn't on no special team when AD was playing.
Yeah, what? He was the gunner, man. What you trying to?
I know he was the gunner.
Huh?
I know Fast was the gunner. Yes.
Yes, and who you think was? I was on him. I still play special teams even then.
So you was a jammer.
Yes, in my prime. I was everywhere.
Jimmy Butler has been sued for allegedly failing to pay $260,000 in rent and leaving behind more than $127,000 in damages related to a luxury home he leased in Miami Beach. In the suit, the plaintiff contends Butler failed to pay 2 months of rent at $130,000 per month for the property. Damn. Hold on.
Oh,
the lawsuit. Hold on. Ocho, $130 per month. The lawsuit also alleges that Butler changed the locks and would not give the key to the property owner, keeping maintenance workers from entering the home. Butler also is alleged to have failed to maintain the swimming pool, the air conditioning, and ladder leading to an extensive mold that required replacement of the ceiling floors on the property. $130,000 a month. I'm trying to think, how much is that? That's like a $25 million home, Ocho.
Oh, well, listen.
Hold on. How much? Hold on. How you paying $130,000 a month on a $10 million home? A $10 million home only supposed to charge you about $40,000 to $45,000 a month.
Listen, the fact that you even know the numbers and how much it should cost, that lets me know I'm out of y'all. That's out of y'all, out of my range. Y'all out of my range. I mean, the numbers you're even saying is too much, because I can see it, I got it, but it's not connecting. 130 who a month? Never, ever. I don't care what it is. $10 million home for what? Because I play in the NBA. Right, because I make a certain amount of money. That means my lifestyle has to match.
Yeah, but Jimmy, I don't know why Jimmy just didn't buy. I don't know why Jimmy didn't buy a place, because he had been there for an extended period of time.
He knows he wasn't gonna live here. It's not his home state.
Huh. Yeah, that's 1.5. That's over 1.5 million.
Oh, and 1.
So he done that, Ocho. If that's $10 million home,
that's a drop in the bucket for them dudes.
That's beside the point. The point is, Ocho, he's paying that much in rent for a place that he's sending somebody, he's paying for somebody else's vacation home.
Right.
He's paying for somebody else's kids to go to private school and nice college.
Right.
1.5 million on a $10 million home? That's crazy.
And
That is absolute, that's just bonkers.
hey, remember what kind of money they make, huh? They make FU money.
Yes, I get that. But just because you make FU money, I'm trying to figure out what financial advisor let him spend 1.5 million on a house that's only valued at 10 million. That's my point. Damn, if you got it. If you got a financial person, ain't no financial person in their right mind would let their client do that.
Yeah, that's listen.
I ain't telling you, I'm because I mean, what do you have a financial advisor for? Now maybe they did tell him and he didn't listen because like you said, he's making that money.
Yeah.
Me, what's the point of having a financial advisor if I'm not going to take his advice?
And what if the financial advisor didn't even say anything? Because he wants to continue to remain his financial advisor. If you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Hey, that's good. 130. Hey, man, I'm still trying to wrap my head around that. Yeah, but every month, you hear me? Boy, stop playing, boy. Jesus.
Add it up. That's got to be a 30. What's the interest rate?
God.
Put in Google 40 million. What would be if I put $2 million down on a $40 million home? What would be my monthly? What would be my monthly payments? Because this is freaking me out, Ocho.
Now the numbers being that high.
Yes.
The numbers being that high in general, it just doesn't sit right with me.
Yes. Yeah, you put down 10%. You got to put down 10% of the house, right? Okay, put down $4 million, so that's 30. Okay, so how much is the monthly payments? And what's interest? Huh? 220,000. Okay. 5% interest rate. Okay, 5% interest rate. So come down to 25 million. So you'll put down 2.5 million. Don't tell me $137 a month for a $25 million home. If you put 10% down, which is 2.5 million, would come to $137,000 a month.
Oh, so that means Jimmy must have been on Star Island then.
I don't know where he was. All I'm saying is, with that kind of money that you're paying out monthly, I know. Don't ask me how I know, but I know.
$25 million home. It's only so many $25 million homes. Coral Gables, Star Island.
It says in Miami Beach.
Yeah, so that's definitely it got to be Star Island. That's the only place. And obviously you're not paying for the house. You're paying for the location.
Location.
You sit there.
Well, that's real estate. What is real estate, Ocho? Location, location, location.
That's it. That's all it is.
That's it.
Now you can get the same house that's 25 million in Miami Beach, and you can be in Houston and get it for 5 million.
Yes, boy. Do you know how much house you could get in Houston or Vegas or Tennessee?
Yeah.
What?
Oh yeah, crazy.
Man, you'd have to have like maid service like they got at a hotel to clean that.
To clean that, yeah. Most definitely.
Man, you talking about 50,000? Hold on. Holyfield built Holyfield house, the one Ross got.
Yeah,
that's 50,000+ square feet.
Oh,
he built that for like $10 million.
That's it?
Yes. It's ginormous.
Huge. You see how much grass? You got a full baseball field, Olympic-sized swimming pool. Different.
Yeah, I'm listening. 130,000 a month?
Mm-hmm.
Nah, hell no. Nah, I can't do that. Not even if I got the money, Ocho.
Yeah. Who you telling? Who you telling? You hey, listen. You talking to the choir?
Hell nah.
Gospel, man. Man, please.
Stephen Curry.
Oh yeah,
was cooking tonight.
When is he
56 points. He had 56. Yeah. 12 made threes. 16 of 25. 12 of 12 from the free throw line. He outscored Orlando by himself in the third quarter, 22-21. It's his 14th 50-point game of his career. Steph Curry has nine made threes in NBA. He has 45 games, Ocho, in which he's made at least 9 threes in a game. The next closest is Dame Lillard at 14, and then Klay Thompson at 12. And if I'm not mistaken, if I read this correctly, I think if you take up the next 5, Steph has more, or he's tied with the next 5. So if you Dame Lillard, if you put in Klay Thompson, I think J.R. Smith is in that group, but it's about 5 other guys that have made at least 9 threes in a game. And if you combine the next 5 highest, I think Steph still has more than all those guys. He was on one tonight, and we've seen this throughout his career. Once he gets cooking,
he cooking.
You just hope you can weather the storm. And you got guys. Paulo Banchero was cooking also, but not till he wasn't on fuego like Steph was. I don't know if you saw this game, Ocho. Did you take a look at this game?
No, I didn't have a chance to look at this game. Obviously, I was asleep, when this game was going on. I'm just waking up from a nap, so I could have the energy I needed tonight. But when I look at the stat line, I look at how efficient Steph was, from 3 and his numbers at the free throw line. It just comes back to is this something we're not used to? Is Steph even human at times? Because we've seen him put up these type of performances, throughout his career, and like you said, when he gets hot, he gets hot. So it's like, okay, yeah. Oh, Steph dropped 56. It's like, okay, nothing new. We're used to this. We've seen, you know what I mean? In a sense, we've seen this before. So, it's Steph. And
Steph has 45, Dame has 14, Klay Thompson has 12, James Harden has 9, Anthony Simons has 5, CJ McCullough has 3. So if you take J.R. Smith has 5. So if you take those next, if you take Dame, Klay, James Harden, Anthony Simons, and J.R., they have the same number. If you throw in CJ McCollum, now you got 6 guys, and they have 3 more 9 made threes in a game than Steph Curry.
Man, that's crazy.
He is the greatest shooter that we've ever seen.
Yeah.
The way he can shoot, there isn't a bad shot. Once upon a time, man, that's a terrible shot. There is no terrible shot for Steph Curry.
Not for him.
And what's most impressive? Yeah, shooting the basketball is impressive.
Yes,
but it's Ocho, it's the continuation of running. Do you understand what type of conditioning this man has to be in? Because when you get tired with anything, hell, you get tired of running around, Ocho. You're like, woo, hands get lazy, eyes get lazy, head get lazy coming around, all that stuff. And for him to put that kind of running in, because he's coming off screens continuously. He's one side, long rebound, he'll reset, goes back up with it again. For him to be able to do this throughout the entirety of the game is unbelievable. I'm glad I've got an opportunity. I'm glad I'm old enough and I'm wise enough to understand what I'm witnessing, because there have been some great shooters, but they've been nothing like this young man. He is phenomenal at shooting the basketball, and every accolade or superlative that you want to bestow upon him, he's more than deserving of that. Model citizen, doesn't get in any trouble. You don't have to worry about him hearing his name off the field. Wife, 4 lovely kids, and he's what you want your franchise. You say, well, okay, he's a franchise player. That's what you want your franchise player to look like.
Yes, sir.
That's what you want your franchise player to be. He's been a great ambassador for the NBA. He's been a great ambassador for the Curry family. There's nothing that his mom and dad should ever, nobody in his family should ever be ashamed of anything, because the way he speaks, the way he conducts himself on and off the court. Take a bow, Steph. Boy, you was on one tonight. Whatever you ate today, Steph probably he gonna send them, go get that again.
Yeah.
We're gonna take that on the plane. We go wherever we going next. I don't know if they play in Miami or they head down to Atlanta, because they're probably on the East Coast trip, Ocho. Hey, whatever you ate before the game, whatever you did before this game.
Same routine.
Oh, yeah.
Same routine.
I don't know if he's superstitious or not, Ocho, but if I'm him, to have a game like this, think about it, Ocho. I'm sure when you had those big games, those a couple of 200-yard games.
Oh yeah,
like, man. What did I do today?
And you know what's funny? Most of the time, when you have those big games like that, you get your drug test to follow morning, because the NFL thinks something wrong with you, and you go back and try to remember exactly what you did.
Right.
You can't even remember, Because sometimes, at times, it don't be nothing special. It just one of those days where everything just seems to go right.
Right. Well, I don't know why Steph Curry get drug tested, because if he taking drugs, they backfire. They ain't working. So whatever he taking, he
Right.
needs to take more of it or leave it alone.
Uh-huh.
But like I said, there have been some great shooters. Larry Bird was a great shooter. Reggie Miller was a great shooter. Obviously, Clay, Dame Dollar, arguably the Ray Allen, James Harden could let the ball go.
Yeah.
We've never seen anything like Steph Curry. I'm not so sure we're going to see it again. Now, there might eventually somebody down the line might make more threes, but I think we can definitively say, even if they make more threes, they weren't a better shooter than Steph. They just because Steph what created this, brought this wave in to taking that many threes, because it was the Golden State that was shooting 30 threes a game. Now you get some guys, they shooting 50. Teams shooting 50 a game, so guys coming in shooting more threes. But as far as just flat out shooting a basketball,
nothing better than him.
We got an opportunity to see it on full display at the Olympics.
Oh yeah,
remember Ocho that last game against France?
In crunch time when we actually needed it.
They had him double. He passed it to KD. KD swung it back to him. Hey, as my good friend Mark Jackson say, can I have this dance?
Yeah.
Hey, between the legs, behind the back, crossover, step back, 28 feet, splash.
However you want it. He can cover. Listen, like you said, not only is he the best shooter, he can create his own space.
Oh yeah, he got crazy.
Hey, listen, he coming off picks, running plays, creating his own space. All he needs a little bit now, because his release is so quick,
Yeah,
his release is so quick. It's like, man.
Because the thing is now, what he's done before, what he didn't do early in his career, he'll put the ball on the floor and go by you.
Oh yeah.
So if you hug up on him, he got the kind of handles that can put the ball on the floor, and he got a nice float game. He can finish. Now, he's going to go finish above the rim like a Russ or like a D Rose could, but he can finish. Nice float game, and you know you foul him. He's the greatest free throw shooter and percentage-wise in NBA history. So he's really hard to defend, because you want to get aggressive and not let him, because he's looking to get separation, and all he needs is an inch. He gets that separation, and the next thing you know, he's launching one. And but it was unbelievable to watch him get in that zone and to see guys get in the zone. Guys didn't usually get in the zone like this from distance. We've seen guys get hot, Ocho, and they'll lay the ball up, and they got the mid-range game, but he's shooting from distance.
Yeah.
I mean, that's 22, crazy. 25, 28.
Hell, 25. The logo.
He got that kind of range. He has that kind of handles. He's unbelievable to watch. And I don't know. I might have to reassess what I think about the Golden State Warriors, because I didn't think they was gonna do that. They still got an uphill climb because they were I think 10th when Stephen and I had this conversation on Tuesday. And so they got some digging, because they're still in the play-in currently. I'm not sure how much ground they can make up to get out of that play-in. I think you got to get to at least the 6th seed to get out of the play-in. We'll see. But Steph Curry carried him tonight. Jimmy, nobody did anything other than him. But when you got a guy like that, all you're doing is sitting picks and getting them the basketball.
That's it.
I ain't trying to interfere with that. I ain't trying to get no shots.
So if he hot, let him cook.
Yeah. Let Chef burn it. No, don't cook. Let him burn it down. Burn this mofo down. But he was on one tonight, and like I said, when he gets going like that, it's just like, Joe, you see, like it is a guy catches a bunch of passes. Once he gets it going, you see Chase and Jetta, and you see these guys get going.
Right.
You at their mercy. Once a lineman get going, you let a Myles Garrett or you let a TJ Watt, and they get a couple of sacks early, you got your hands full the rest of the game now. You better double him. You better chip him. Now you better, that's a all-pro over there left tackle. That's an all-pro. I don't care.
That don't mean nothing.
Not when the guy's getting it going like that. You kind of at their mercy. And when Steph gets it going, and these guys, I mean, you talk about anybody, Dame, Clay. We saw Clay the other night get it cooking, and he was something special going on.